Hi guys, this is an update on the J email and the video about the unknown manifesting method I published a couple of days ago. I'll link to that video down below. If you haven't seen it, this video will make more sense if you see that one first, but I will explain as we go. I've been reading comments, I've been communicating with Jay, and I've been thinking and testing these few days, and I have some thoughts I would like to share with you when it comes to this method. It's doing really well, and a lot of people are commenting, and most people, well, some people say it reminds them of another method, but it seems to be a new one for many people. So that's good. And it seems to be, real and authentic, and I've gotten replies from people who are really into manifesting, and they say this is good stuff. So I got a reply from Jay, and Jay says that they're excited about all the comments, and Jay says that most people really get it. The thing Jay says is that we humans tend to try to put things into boxes. So when we hear about the throne method, which now people are calling it, we tend to try to fit in an already existing box. So it makes it easier to understand it, right? I do that all the time. And Jay says that's natural, but maybe try to keep an open mind and just trying to learn new things. I think that was the main message from Jay. There will be more emails from Jay in the future. I have some notes here, I'm just checking it out. Yeah, I want to read you a comment. It's a little scary, I think. It's from Jen. You can read it yourself if it's in the comment section. Jen writes, there's a report from several doctors and caretakers about a young girl who was non-verbal due to severe neglect. And her name was Jeannie, I guess. When she was out in public, strangers would eagerly, excitedly run up to her, this kid, and give her things like candy and lipstick and toys, gifts, and things she was known to like and love. This baffled the strangers as much as the caretakers. They were compelled to give her these things. One woman even stopped her car at an intersection, jumped out and ran to Jeannie to give her this gift. Jeannie never looked surprised, only delighted. So Jen writes in the comments, so this technique, the J email, the throne, is the closest explanation for Jeannie's power yet. And that's the scary part. Is it that powerful? You can kind of control other people's mind, because people were just running up to her, giving her gifts, right? I don't know, I find it fascinating. I would not encourage you to try anything like that. Do it in the best interest of all, right? But I find it really interesting. There's a part of the script that I have been I got a comment that pointed this out. This is not my finding, and I find it very interesting, and it was new to me. And this person, I can't find the comment, sorry about that, but you know who you are, so thank you. It's in step 2. So the idea, right, is we sit in meditation and we feel the space and we just get ideas and we say yes or no or later to those manifestation ideas. But in step 2, it says, let the field ask you. And then it says, when you walk, speak, or write, don't initiate. Let the field ask you first. Opportunities, money, people, ideas must come to you. Your only response is yes or no or later. Walk, speak, or write. I didn't get that, the first part. And what this person said, you know, it's not only sitting in that throne in meditation, but it's living your life. So when you walk and when you speak and when you write, you can still use the method and just wait for the field to bring you ideas. So when you write something, maybe take a second to stop and see what emerges, right? When you walk, let the ideas come to you, or when you speak, let's say you're maybe doing public speaking and you're planning this, stop for a second. This is what I would do. Stop for a second and wait. Give it space, right? This is my interpretation. Jay hasn't said this, but I would, when I plan it, I would stop and I would wait for what comes up, and I would go, oh yeah, great idea, thanks, I'll do that, or no, or that's later. Yeah. So I thought that was a good insight. I guess that fits well with what I call a pop-in, you know, what other people call a stamp. When you get an idea, an insight, which obviously not your own because you weren't thinking about that topic at all, and just boom, it's there. So I guess that kind of relates to that. When you use this throne method like in your daily life and not just in meditation. And another smart viewer asked me, so Terry, with the throne method, what about the cat approach, which I talked about in one video, and the speak up method, which is, shortly explained, you use your intention to manifest, but also you leave it open. So you're asking for this or something better, and that this happens in the best interest of all, and you include your guides to help you with this. So this person said, what about that? Does this throne method now mean that we shouldn't do that? And I said to her, it's way too early to conclude. A lot of people have great success with the cat method and the speak up method, like instantly. So I would need a lot of proof to go back on that theory. But somehow now with the walking and the speaking and the writing and the pop-in, it all kind of melts together, sort of. And I do think that manifesting we are a part of the manifesting method, but it's also in cooperation with the guide inside, which might be the higher self or source, or we don't know, right? Well, I don't know anyway. So I find it hard to put barriers between them. I think it's kind of a mix, and I think it's a combination of many things. And I don't have all the answers to this. I certainly don't. I just know that speaking intention, asking for help, and letting it go seems to be fantastic when it comes to effect. Let the field ask you. It's so cool.